Chicago is the testing ground for just about everything. We keep saying it. And here we go again. How would you like it if the government, trying to say this with a straight face, how would you like it if the government told you what you could and couldn't buy? Food-wise, I mean. You mean if they could tell you, but what if they owned grocery stores? What if the government ran the grocery stores in your town? I mean, because they do such a bang-up job running everything else. But I mean into the ground. They do such a bang-up job. Look at the VA. Look at the schooling system. Look at when they take over power and water.
Well, a city-owned grocery store to help promote food equity on Chicago's south and west sides. It's an idea Mayor Brandon Johnson's office is currently exploring.
And that's despite a $500 million city budget shortfall.
You know, if I wanted to test to see if someone would give me the kind of power I'm asking for, I would do it in a location where I already have the people eating out of my hands. Sorry, Chicago, it's just stating the facts. Okay, it's not me that did it. You did this to yourself. I want to put it and implement it in a place where the people are already eating out of my hand. I've already put somebody in front of them that they can relate to, Mr. Johnson. And then propose to them, look, you know, because we care, we are going to take over. We don't want people like Walmart just leaving, right? No. You want the dependency from the people who've always been there for you, the government. Let us run your grocery store. We will set the market price. Will you? And so when things are running out, you're going to be the one to tell me I can and can't do it. And suppose one day I need food and you set in place a certain type of law or a certain epidemic happens and you tell me I can't eat and I can't go anywhere. Now you have complete control over my life. Do you see where this can go? Or say, for instance, they want to make sure they push this manufactured meat. Now, you know what they can do with a government-owned grocery store? They can cut out farmers. They can cut out anyone who grows vegetables. And they can manufacture their own. And I don't mean real stuff either. Synthetic meat, fake plants, and fake fish. All designed because now they are the ones in charge of the store. They can get it from anywhere they want. They don't have to get it from a farmer. It's a great way to put farmers out of business. Think of it this way. If it works in Chicago, they can implement this now in any big city they want, under the guise of you will never run out of food again. And even if there are vandals, we've got that covered too. Meanwhile, the stuff that they're going to give you to eat will eventually kill you. It might be killing you now, obviously, because of all the additives. But you're still adding to normal food. What they're going to give you is adding to not even real food. I keep telling people that eventually, one way or another, you are not going to have to be fighting the government. You're going to willingly give up the stuff that they want you to have. You will give it up. They won't even have to beg you. They're not going to coerce you. They're not going to come to your house with guns. You're just going to give it up because you like ease. You like it simple. And you also get to keep your version of freedom. If this follows through in Chicago, New York's going to be next, Baltimore after that, Los Angeles after that, and just about any metro city that you can find. The government already got a hold of Veterans Affairs, right? That's what they say, they take care of Veterans Affairs. Meanwhile, we have the highest population of homeless veterans anywhere to be found. They die at an exponential rate because of suicide, because they're not getting the care they need. But you want me to think that the government in charge of my food, is a step in the right direction? Here's how they're going to sell it to you. No more will you have to wonder whether a store takes your welfare. You need EBT? Man, everything here is on EBT. Everything. You won't have to worry about a thing. I mean, we can give you stuff. Heck, we'll even give you normal products, not food. Because it's not even costing them anything because they're manufacturing it. They don't need animals. There's no overhead. And you're just going to buy into it. Why? Ease. And when it passes, you're going to see brand new illnesses pop up. Or people just drop down dead because what they're eating has no sustenance and it's clogging every artery in their body. You'll see people dying from obesity because all it does is make their body store what little it can, and you balloon. For all you know, it could be basic poison they could be handing you, and you'd never know. Nor would you really care because you know what? It's cheap. And that's how they're also going to sell it to you. You know, the high cost of living, the government can bring that down by giving you what we have as surplus. Beef normally costs you $60 for about a 10-pound chuck. Nah, here at the government store, we can give it to you for $5. And we'll give you 100 pounds. I mean, it's not real meat, but it weighs 100 pounds and it looks like meat. This also will go hand in hand with their 15-minute city idea. Because it's a very well done, self-sustaining event. Everything's right here. Manufactured here. Built here. You won't even need farms. You don't need this open land. You won't even need land anymore. Why would you need land? We have everything you need right here. Oh, you're looking for cheese? We got cheese. I mean, it's a type of cheese, and you can have that. Oh, you need greens? We have that too. You go walk into the store and they're going to be saying, we got beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes. They're going to sing, you're going to be Thanksgiving all day long. And it'll eventually kill you. Now, they have the perfect guinea pig in Mr. Johnson because he'll give in to anything the government wants. Why? Because he's a shill. He's a shill. Everything from the immigrant crisis now to this. And eventually the rest of the shills will follow suit. You ever see it kind of weird too that they're putting it on a certain kind of people? Now, mind you, listen to me carefully. The people y'all would have voted for are doing this. Y'all voted for them. They're the ones doing it. So don't come back and say, oh, it's just any government. It's a specific voted in party of government doing this. Don't let that elude you. I know these things called pesky facts or, a problem for some, but they're facts nonetheless. And eventually they'll get what they want. If you keep voting them in, they'll have their shields on hand and you will die. Grim? Might be. Still factual. They'll sell you a bag of goods and there's no way that you can avoid it. That is, of course, unless you change the way you think and the way you vote. Will that happen? Man, we can only hope. But keep your eyes out, Chicago. They're about to make this happen. The only ones that's going to stop them is you.